I noticed my hair hasn't grown past a certain length for a year. Plus, then I realized I was making unconscious mistakes to my hair that cost me a lot of hair growth and also so much breakage. So, I'll be sharing the mistakes I had made and how I was able to grow my hair back in just a year. Started being intentional about my hair growth journey back in 2020 during the lockdown. So I had so much time to actually care for my hair and understand my hair, my natural hair. And that's when I noticed that what inspired me to start my YouTube channel. And I've been fast forward from 2020 to 2022, I've been able to grow my hair up to this length, and I have a video on how actually how my hair looked before and how it looking now. You can check my older videos to like see videos of my hair, what it was before and how it's looking now. You can tell that there's a lot of difference. My hair was stuck for like 6 to 7 years. It wasn't growing, it was just the same length, and I had to like understand what was going on. And that's when I started doing my research on natural hair. And I have been natural my whole life, and my hair has been stagnant. I started noticing changes when I started doing these results. I'll be telling you guys. And fast forward to 2023, my hair starting to look very longer, thicker, and just healthier. So I was wondering what I was doing wrong, and I noticed that my hair was breaking so much. I got a lot of damage from my hair, from the hairstyles I did. I didn't understand my hair type, and I didn't know how it played a huge role in my hair just breaking, because there are times when I'll make a braid and then my hair is just breaking with the hair, and I'm like, is braids not supposed to be like protective hairstyle when you use like extensions? So I was wondering, what am I doing so wrong? So I found out that my hair, I had fine hair, and it was weighing down on my cuticles. That's where my hair was breaking, so I had to stop using extensions on my hair and just using my natural hair to do my protective hairstyles. And I developed a lot of split ends. My hair was breaking a lot, and I made a decision to stop adding extensions to my hair. I didn't know I had fine hair. I just realized that it was not just working for me, and this caused a lot of damages to my hair. So the first thing I did was, when I made that decision to like move forward, I didn't want to start doing using extension on my hair again. So I had to let go of like using extension, and I had to start learning how to do my hair myself, because I've hairstylists have done a lot of damage to my hair, and I didn't want to go through that mess anymore. So I had to like, yeah, I noticed I had split ends too, so I had to like cut my hair at some point, because obviously you know how you be holding on to hair and then your hair is not growing. So what I did was just like healthy hair over length. So I had to cut some parts of my hair and remove all those split ends, just so that the healthy hair can grow out. And I always and cut my hair once a year, but I always check if it's necessary for me to cut it. I cut it, but if it's not necessary, I don't just cut it. First of all, I used the twist method. So there are different methods in which you can use to cut your hair, like trim your hair. Sorry, let me not say cut. There's the twist method, there's the braid method, and then they just you eyeballing it. But for me, I did mine myself, but I'll prefer you go to a professional to do it for you, so you don't cut both your healthy hair and then your split ends. So it's important to go to a professional. But if you also want to try it doing by yourself, I'll recommend the twist method. That's the method I used to actually trim my hair myself. I trimmed my hair by myself, and yeah, ever since I did that, I noticed that my hair started growing better. Like, you never know how much damage you're doing to your hair by holding on to those dead ends. Like, let it go, like cut it off. Like, you holding to it is doing more damage to your hair than good. So I had a lot of I had to do to cut down on those dead ends, and yeah, I noticed my hair started thriving better. And yeah, the first thing I did was I started doing protective hairstyle, like I said earlier, just with my natural hair. As you can see in this video, I did braids. So braids are my go-to hairstyle right now, because I've noticed that anytime I do braids, my hair thrives better. My hair just grows better in braids, obviously. So yeah, and I told you earlier that I was doing a lot of hairstyles. I did twists like with kinky, and I noticed that my hair broke a lot, so I had to stop protective hairstyle and then just do my braids. And I noticed doing this, I was able to grow my hair better. So it's important you choose a good protective hairstyle. And yeah, I realized that my hair journey from 2022 to 2023 was the only difference. Like, I did this whole protective hairstyle for a year, and I noticed a lot of difference. Like, well, as they say, consistency makes the difference. Like, obviously, if I'm doing this protective hairstyle, I'm also doing my routine. I'm not just like neglecting my hair. So I always keep this protective hairstyle for 2 months, and also do my routine, my moisture routine, my wash day routine, and then I redo the same hairstyle. Like, basically doing the same hairstyle over and over again till like the end of the month. Trust till like the end of the year. Trust me, your hair will grow a lot better. Like, I'm not capping. Like, also, I've noticed that lazy naturals are the ones that actually grow their hair, because obviously, just take a plant for example. You're watering it, you're giving it sunlight, obviously it's going to grow. Just take your hair as a plant. If you're moisturizing it, if you're washing it, if you're taking care of it and do your protective hairstyle and keeping it for 3 months, for 2 months, sorry, obviously you're going to see growth. So this is not magic. It's all, this thing works. Like, I've done a lot of research and I knew my hair type, and yeah. So funny how when you start when you make the decision on you saying, oh, you're not going to use protective, you're not going to use extensions on your hair, that's when you start realizing that there are different hairstyles you can actually do with just your natural hair. So this is actually just my natural hair, and then I just added some extensions to my already hair. So yeah, I started becoming innovative. I started watching videos on how to like grow your natural hair with just your hair. And I also told you my wash day routine was very important to me. Like, I don't skip my wash days. Even if I'm doing my protective hairstyle, I make sure I so the way I do mine, I wash my hair twice in a week. Yeah, I know you might say it's too much. Okay, you can do once, but I'll advise you do twice. So when I wash my hair, I make sure I go in with my moisture routine. So for me, I use the LOC method, which is liquid, oil, and conditioner. So first of all, the liquid, obviously water. The oils, I use my Jamaican castor oil, and then for the conditioner, I use my shea butter. That's the last thing I use on my hair, and I've noticed that my hair has been driving better ever since I started doing this method. It's important you're consistent with these things. One thing to do it once and then you say, oh, you're not doing it again. You have to be consistent. And also, I do a lot of treatments to my hair, so I don't just neglect my hair. I'm sure you've heard a lot of it on my channel. So I have a video on my channel where I talked about the different treatments I've tried on my hair. I'll leave the link in my description box. You can check it out. Like, can you see how healthy my hair is just by washing it? And then I also go in with my conditioner. Make sure you don't skip deep conditioning, especially when you're in a protective hairstyle. Make sure you're deep conditioning your hair so that you're getting back all the nutrients back. Obviously, you washed your hair, you removed all the dirt and everything. And I also want to say this myth of you guys saying, oh, dirty hair means your hair is growing, needs to stop. Like, that is not so true. Like, you saying your hair, because your hair is dirty, your hair is growing. Like, I'm sure some people have heard about this, especially in Nigeria. People say it a lot, and I'm like, why would you say that? Because that doesn't relate. Like, we should stop that. So the next thing I always go in with is my, obviously I put my deep conditioning. So I always make sure, so I have high porosity hair, which means my hair doesn't absorb water well. So I always go in with my steam cap and I keep it for like 10 minutes so that those nutrients can go into my hair cuticles and then it absorbs it better. So after 10 minutes, I make sure I'm showing you guys my hair. Can you see how moisturized it is after I've done my deep conditioning? So after that, I just rinse it off. In this process, you're not washing your hair, you're just rinsing off the product. Make sure you don't wash your hair so that it still has that form of softness to it. You know, natural hair, you have this tendency of it being very thick and very coarse. And yeah, make sure you notice that your hair, you know that something happened to you when you do this, like literally. So yeah, and I was when I found out that I have very fine hair, I it's I had to like stop doing all those protective hairstyles like I said earlier and started thriving. So I usually go for mini twists and mini braids like I said earlier, and I like to include like it in my routine. I take it as part of my self-care routine. Like, obviously So now I'm just showing you the products I use. I am a big fan of Mega Growth. Like Mega Growth, you guys have to sponsor me at some point because I use your product a lot. And then I go in my virgin hair fertilizer and my deep conditioning. So 2 months is actually a lot to actually grow your hair. Like you notice a lot of difference when you start doing this routine. And my hair in a protective hairstyle has to be the second mistake I was making. Like when I did it again and again, I realized that I have a routine for my hair. I wash my hair, and it felt like I didn't know what a moisture routine was like. Like before I started doing all these things, normally I just wash my hair and then just that's all. And every time I'm making my hair is breaking because obviously I've not put conditioner in my hair. And you know how natural hair is very thick, so it has the tendency of breaking. Like I really didn't understand natural hair. Like if I didn't do my research, I would have still be doing the same thing and wondering, oh, why is my hair not growing? Not knowing that it's my routine. So your routines are very important. Make sure you have your moisture routine and your wash day routine. When I realized it was not consistent in my routine, I had to change that quickly. I made sure to have a good wash day routine that works for my hair type, a good moisture routine that works for your hair type. You know, everybody has different hair type, so you have to know your hair type before you actually know what product to get for yourself. So the way you can know your hair type, when your hair is like freshly washed out without any product on your hair, just take like a strand of it, then put it in like a bowl of water. If it sinks, it means your hair absorb water. That means it is low porosity hairstyle. That means your hair is easily absorbs product. If it's floats, that means your hair is high porosity, and it takes time for you to absorb products on your hair. So with that information, you're able to know the type of products to get, the type of wash creams to get, oils to get, conditioner, shampoo, and all of that. So yeah, for me, I have high porosity, like I said earlier, and I know the product that works for me. Like I've showed you all the products I use for my hair type. So when you know your hair type, you know the products you use. So it's not like, oh, telling you what products to get. So first of all, you have to do that test. So once you've done the test to know your hair type, then you can know the products to get. So if you have high porosity, you can definitely use the products I'm using. But yeah, if you have low porosity, you can also watch videos of people that have low porosity hair and the products they're using. And one thing I would say is stay consistent. So it's one thing to do it one day and then stop. You have to be continuous. It's a continuous process. Take it like a self-care routine. You know how you wash your face every day, you take your bath every day, you brush your teeth every day. Take your hair as that. So take it as a priority. That, oh, I've not washed my hair this week. Oh, I have to wash my hair. I have to do my moisture routine. I have to take care of my hair. So it's important to do it. So basically now I'm just showing you my moisture routine. I have a full video on my channel where I showed you my moisture routine. You can check it out. So basically here I'm just using the LSC method, which is liquid, oil, and conditioner. So liquid here I used was water. The oils I'm using here is my Jamaican castor oil, and then the cream I'm using here is shea butter. So shea butter is a very thick butter that has the ability to like seal in moistures for days. Like literally, this routine I did, my moisture was in for, let's say, 3 days. Like I could feel water in my hair. I'm not capping, this naturally works. If you have high porosity hairstyle and you have done this on your hair, I would love to hear from you in the comment section, so it not be like, oh, I'm just capping. If you've done it, just leave it in the comment section so I know that, oh, this naturally works. But for me, it works. Like I said earlier, I did a lot of hairstyles this year and I noticed that my hair was breaking, so I actually had to start doing my routine again and again. And now I'll give you guys like an updated video on how my hair looks like currently. Like it has doubled in size. So this is not something I'm saying, oh, I've done it before, it's working. This is something I'm doing recently now and it's actually working for you. So the next video I'll be showing you like how my hair looks like currently. So another thing I'll talk about are treatments. So I've talked about cloves, rosemary a lot on my channel. So basically I'm just showing you how cloves looks like. So if you go to the market, just tell them you're looking for cloves. So cloves has a lot of benefits. It helps to grow your hair. If you're struggling with dandruff, this is something that helps to grow your hair. And also Another herb I'll talk about is rosemary. Rosemaries are very good, and it has done a lot of wonders to my hair. Like, I'm not capping. When people will be saying, "Oh, you don't do all," some people will be saying you put food on your hair. Like, literally, this thing is something that has worked for me, and this is not me capping. So I've been using cloves and rosemary, and it works so well for my hair. It helps to strengthen my hair. If you're struggling with hair loss, I'll definitely recommend it, and hair growth. So that's how I pair it with my deep conditioning. It makes it look. I use my mega good deep conditioner, like I mentioned before. I have different wash day routine and moisture routine. So for my moisture routine, that I simply don't wash my hair. When it comes to my hair, I realize that doing less is more, and I don't have to do every single thing I see online. Like, I found what works for me, and I just stick with it. And it's just using the product that is good for your moisture routine. Like I mentioned, for my wash day, I do it twice a month. It goes with my moisture routine, so like they go in hand in hand. So people might think that is a lot, but for me, it's actually like the basics. So here I'm just showing you how I actually make my rosemary and cloves water. So basically, I put my rosemary in a bottle, and I put my cloves also in a bottle, and then I add clean water and keep it for, let's say, 3 days. The water is definitely going to change, and then when it has changed, you're going to have your um cloves and rosemary treatment. So once you've gotten the water, you now have to filter it, like remove the cloves and the rosemary, and then voila, you have your rosemary and cloves water. So yeah, once you're done doing that, you use it in your routine. So you can use it as your wash day routine, you can use it as your moisture routine. It all depends on you. But for me, I use it both in my moisture routine sometimes, and also use it sometimes in my um wash day routine. So it all depends on you. So once in a year, because I'm consistent in my routine, it's important to make sure you're consistent and make sure you know your hair, your porosity, and what works for you. And during the protective hairstyle that actually works for you. So some people, twists actually work for them. I remember when I tried doing twists, I noticed that my hair was actually locking. You know how natural hair has a tendency of locking? My hair was literally locking because I was doing twists. So when I noticed that, I had to stop doing twists. And I noticed that when I do braids, it actually stretches my hair, and I liked how my hair looked. So, and I noticed that it works for me. So yeah, I continued just sticking with braids. And I noticed anytime I do all back, like my scalp always itches. So that's why even when I wear wigs, you'll notice most times I always do one because it works for me. It grows my hair better. And yeah, so this is me basically showing you how I use my treatment. This treatment here, I use it in my wash day routine. So me, I'm showing you guys how I incorporate it in my wash day routine. So obviously, you wash your hair. You have to start it in a clean scalp. You cannot do a treatment on a dirty scalp. Make sure your scalp is clean. So once you washed your hair, make sure it's squeaky clean, and then you're going to go in with your treatment. So here I've already filtered out the cloves and rosemary. That's why you're not seeing it here. So now I'll just pour it on my hair and allow that to sit. So once I've allowed it to sit, I use my steam cap to actually allow the products to get into my cuticles and do what it meant to do. So once I'm done doing that, that's how I incorporate in my wash day routine. And I'll also show you a video on how I incorporate it in my moisture routine. But for now, that's what I have. So this is the second mistake I was actually doing. I was never consistent with my treatment. Like someone who didn't do treatment in my hair, like before, I didn't know what was clothes, I didn't know what was treatment, I didn't know what was all of this. And I watched videos and I was hearing people talking about this, and it actually works for them. I was like, oh, let me give it a try. And when I started doing this, I noticed my hair started growing better. Like, can you see how, just like you using herbal tea or lip tint on your hair, you'll notice a lot of good growth on your hair. So yeah, when it comes to hair strands, be sure to do your due diligence, and your scalp helps. So this treatment helps to reduce hair loss. it helps to soothe your scalp, it helps to reduce dandruff and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what one or two things you've learned in this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Bye.